Welcome to the Ray Supp channel, R-A-Y space S-U-P-P. I put on a little bit of music, if you don't mind, some Red Hot Chili Peppers, just something I found on the radio station. I couldn't find that app. I'll turn it down just a tad. But just to show you though too, I had to stick my puppy in the kennel because right up here, these things right here, there's some foam there, and it was on the floor, and I was getting ready. I went for a 4-mile run this morning with her. We went out on a long run. She did really well. I think she impressed the hell out of me, to be honest. There's like an incline where it says like for the drought, that's way in the back over there in the running area. And well, I mean, past Bruce Woodbury, if you cross over the street from the back, because I go from the school to the left all the way up, across the street of Bruce Woodbury, or no, the Needles actually, Needles, keep going all the way back. Anyways, there's a drainage system over there, and if you look from, we have to climb all the way down on an incline, on a mountain, and then you run across, and then there's like a big old drought system, and it's like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, all the way to 80 feet incline going up. We went all the way up there, she beat me, and I was like, man, fuck it, I hadn't done it in months, you know? But she's young, she's vigilant, she's got 4 legs, I only got 2 fucking legs. So I get up at the top, and that's when I was like saying some prayers and stuff like that, and some affirmations, and then she was all the way at the bottom, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing down there? I was like, come back up, dude, you know? And then once I started to move, she was like, oh man, you're gonna leave me. So she came back up fairly quick. She impresses the shit out of me for just being as young as she is, and she's able to do these amazing things, you know? She's a real wild dog, like a nature dog, you know? Let me turn this down. I feel like I'm speaking over it too much, but yeah, but then she ended up eating the shit out of that stuff. And this is all over the floor. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? You know, and then she looks at me like, so I grab her, and I pop her on the nose, and I put her like that, like, no. Like, what are you doing? She's got all these toys to chew on, you know what I mean? Anyways, yeah, so that was kind of funny to me. I feel bad because I gotta apply that discipline, but I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do, you know what I mean? Because if I don't do it, she's just gonna run all over me and think everything's fine, and it's not. So yeah, anyways, I don't like to do the discipline really, you know what I mean? Because I feel bad because I'm kind of hard on either individuals or, you know, my puppy or whatever. But when I thought about it, I was like, you know what if my kids were like that? I'm gonna fucking backhand the shit out of them, you know? I'm just joking. I don't know if you ever seen that movie. It's called, it's kind of like a mixture of all kinds of movies, but it's a comedy. Don't Be a Menace to Society While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood, right? It had the Wayans brothers in it. And this fool was all mad when he came through, and he was like swinging around, making fun of the Boys in the Hood movie. Because he was all upset and swinging, you know? And in that movie, though, the comedy, he starts knocking out all the kids. And the kids are like, oh! It was funny, because like towards the end, he's like still swinging, he starts hitting his knees, and he's crying. But you see all the kids all laid out, that bitch Tanisha, or LaFonda, or whatever her fucking name was. She had like 20 kids, all the fucking 20 kids were all laid out, and he was like, anyways, you have to look it up. Look up Don't Be a Menace to Society, hitting kids scene. You can just put that in, and it'll probably come up. But yeah, I razored my head here. I got all nice and cleaned up. Shaved my arms, fucking took a shower. Well, I did a steam after the 4-mile run. I weighed myself. So when I first weighed myself before I did the steam, I was at exactly 118.2, right? And then after I was finishing up, I was at 118.0. So today I'm just gonna fast most of the day like I did yesterday. I did eat like 2 bowls and a half, which was just mainly just it was a soup I made. Whatever I had made my dog with the chicken thigh legs. Whatever the juice was still left over, I put like a half a cup of rice in there. I threw up some chopped up carrots, and I cut up a bunch of potatoes, and then I cut up like maybe a quarter of onion. Threw some cilantro on there. Boom. put some seasoning, and it became a soup. So I ate 2.5 bowls of that, and it was real good. I mean, it doesn't accumulate a lot of calories. The bone broth or whatever that was coming from out of that chicken, like I said, it's called raised hatch. It's like the purest chicken that you can get. I got that information from a lady off of a YouTube channel where she found out a trick, because most of the other products are pumped with all kinds of antibiotics or poison or whatnot. You have it, you know. So I was trying to do my best on eating fairly cleaner, but then especially for my puppy. Like I said, I don't try to eat chicken every day. Majority of the time it's rice and lettuce and maybe some shredded cheese at the top of that, you know what I mean? I put like my own salsa. No one was really buying my salsa. I only got like one person that bought it. There's not a lot of supporters out there. Nobody really gives a fuck. They'd rather go to the casino and put some money in the machine, smoke a cigarette, drink a drink, than buy a chili. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe if they would have had called me, I can run it to them and drive it over, but I won't be driving until, I don't really want to say right away, but it's already there. Right now I'm just in the process of waiting. So right now I just got to get some things locked in. I have no rush on driving or anything like that. I know it's there. I could do it. But as of right now, I'm trying to get some things in order before I start doing all that. I'm not in no rush. I don't gotta go nowhere, you know what I mean? Eventually I'll make some plans though. Once I build up enough revenue and get my things together and stuff like that, I might take a few trips here and there, just to get out. I have some family. I need to put some things in order and stuff like that. Settle some scores on some people, whoever you might be, you know what I mean? But yeah, so this video will be really quick. It's already gonna be 7 minutes, so it won't really be that long. But I'm gonna do a few little pumps, a few little workouts real quick, like I did yesterday, just to knock. I'm gonna knock just a couple out, and then I'll get back to pointing out a few things that I had some ideas. So let me just get this built in. But like I said, I already did 4 miles this morning, so you know this won't be too bad. I'm just gonna throw in about 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna throw it up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo, nailed it. So yeah, I'm gonna take this off real quick so I can show you my definition. Since I've already kind of dropped the weight, I haven't had anything this morning, and then I'm probably just a little, I don't want to say tired, but maybe I'm just sore, because most of the time, boom, I got it going, but I might be running on low fumes. That's why I'm not pumping as hard, but I'll get my body going again, and you'll see me knock it out real quick. But I'm gonna make a juice. I'm gonna start juice. I still have some like lemons and oranges and apples and stuff like that, so still some ginger. I'm gonna juice it up real quick today. I have a turkey that I pulled out yesterday. I'm gonna kind of figure out how to do all that. There's like a bag. I gotta put some powder over it and all that, and close it up, and whatever I'm gonna put in the turkey. I'm gonna be baking it for Lulu, my puppy. I might have like a leg or something later. I mean, it's no big deal, you know what I mean? Like, I usually try to be careful with that shit, just because they pump like, I forget what that shit's called, but like it puts your ass to sleep, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, I don't like that shit. Like, I can feel it in my body. So I'll probably take like small little increments of the food, but most of it's gonna go to my puppy, you know what I mean? And that might give me some relaxed time. So every now and then when I give her some turkey, she's gonna be like, ooh, pass out. I'm gonna be like, yeah, sweet. Watch TV, you know, maybe watch some porn. Just joking. Or maybe I'm not. Anyways, yeah, so let me get this faced right. So what I was going to say is that I was coming up with this idea, because I know a lot of people, like, because if you really look at me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I look at myself, like, in the mirror, or in times where I'm, like, really plenished. I'm like, fuck, I don't even look like I've aged from when I moved here. You know what I mean? The only thing that's a little different is, like, yeah, I did bald out, you know? Like, but lately I've been noticing here, like, not right now, but when the hair does grow, it's been getting thicker here. So, I don't know, maybe I am sealing up something in here. I've been praying for that too, to close up. Hopefully God will answer and just close it right up, and I don't have to put in so much effort like I've been trying to heal this. I'm not going to say I put in 100% effort, because there is some things that I do that probably still affect this, or affect, you know, maybe the colon aspect, or whatever's with the gut system that I'm not doing, that's not aligning with the purpose of cleaning up to seal it, right? Because there's a lot of people that went on that protocol to heal their gut, and they ate nothing but vegetables and rice and beans, and they stuck with the water, and they didn't drink anything else, and they did fruits and stuff, and eventually they ended up healing, right? But I still drink coffee every now and then. I have an energy drink or two out of the day, you know what I mean? Or maybe just one. It just depends on my mood, you know what I mean? Or what I'm feeling for, or whatever. I don't eat candy. Like, every now and then I'll have like a little piece of chocolate or something like that. But I don't do it like I used to. I used to drink 2 Green Monsters a day, have a gang of gummy bears and sour candy, and you know, like, getting fucking loaded off that shit. I don't do it like that no more, though. You know what I mean? I really, really limit myself. I try to watch what I'm doing. But those are probably some of the aspects why I'm not fully healed, because of some of the things that I do, you know what I mean? I'm still trying to work back to where I was at, because for a while, I was clean for a good 5 months. 5 solid months. All I drank was lemon water. I juiced it. I ate nothing but rice and lettuce. I didn't eat no cheese, no nothing. I did that for 5 months. And I had my sauna suit when it was real hot before it started to get cold. I would sweat out all the fucking time. I'd go to the gym and sweat, you know, reach the thresholds and shit. But anyways, there was this concept that I had in my mind, because, like, I know a lot of people are probably like, okay, well, because, like I said, for me, my main mission right now, then everything else that's already kind of come together, everything's already falling into place. So right as of right now, the immortality is going to be a little further away from the immortal aspect. So, like, being immortal will be like prolonging my life, being young, you know what I mean, reversing my age processing. Because as of right now, my body mechanism, whether you believe that or not, even my, like, well, not just mainly my mind, but like what I know that's in my mind, my body and my mechanicism, the way I feel, you know, like my skin and everything. I'm 28 years old, right? So right now I'm trying to reverse the genetics far enough to where I can hit 23 years old. A lot of people are gonna be like, yeah, right, fool, nah, you know what I mean? I don't really care for that. I mean, you can state your opinion, but it's not gonna stop me from doing what I know what I need to do. And I know it's part of my destiny to complete that task, and then to show the world, like, hey, look, this could be fucking done. Because when, like I said, I look at all the concepts and all the studying, all the proper studying I did that goes way back centuries ago, right? And and like I said, when me and my friend were talking last night, he said, yeah, you know, but sometimes you got to consider the factor that when these movies are made, right? Because I'm going from movies to actual real studying courses to the stuff I was looking into, and then versus actual movies that kind of pertain to some of that history that I was learning, right? And especially like when you listen to some of the Shaolin masters, the temple dude, Mr. Shahan Lee, if you really pay attention, you have to open your mind a lot to what he's saying, and it goes deep. They go so deep, it's fucking insane, right? But he's not gonna be spitting all that for no reason, right? Like, it's not like he makes millions and millions of dollars. You should see the way he dresses. You should see the way he carries himself. He's not flossing all kinds of gold and watches, and he ain't doing any of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, if you offer him a liquor or a cigarette, he'll be like, oh no, thank you. Like, he knows his body and his mind. So anyways, long story short, there is a movie called, I think it's like Nightcrawler or something like that, right? And it has the dude, I forget the guy's name, he's a very famous actor. He's played on Southpaw, where he was like this angry boxer all the time. His bitch gets shot or whatever, and then she dies, and then the other guy tries to help him psychologically by telling him, what was it that caused it? What happened? And then he would get all mad. He's like, see right there, that's what it is. He didn't know how to control his anger. He was angry all the time. He didn't know how to let things go, right? And it was sad, yeah, he had to take a loss in order for him to change and get closer with his daughter. His wife had to die. You know, life is fucked up how it works sometimes, you know what I mean? But sometimes you gotta take the good with the bad. That's all you can really do. Or you're gonna be bad and go a really bad route. And it kind of shows that in the movie. Anyways, that dude played in Nightwalker, Night Stalker or Nightcrawler. I think it's Nightcrawler. It's like a newscasting movie where this dude ended up becoming like a weirdo film fucking news dude or whatever, right? But in that movie, there's this part where he says, you know what fear stands for? False evidence appearing real, right? False evidence appearing real. Where the fuck did they get that concept from from the FEAR or whatever, fear, right? Fear straight up. False evidence appearing real, right? So then what does the mind mean? Right? And I was in there when I was shaving and getting ready, trying to do my thing for this camera, trying to get pretty for the audience, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, in my mind, I didn't have no sound, no nothing, and like I said, I've been noticing lately when I turn the radio off, I put my phone away, and I just tune in, like, things, like knowledge will just come down to my head, like, right? And I could be making it up, I could be wrong, but that's what I heard in my mind, so I don't know if it's either fundamentally right or fundamentally wrong, but in my head I heard, marvelous ideas never denied, right? M-I-N-D, mind, your mind. Marvelous ideas never denied. Your mind, you're never gonna deny, like your mind's not gonna deny you and you can't deny your mind, right? Your mind knows that you're there. Like you know that you're there, and you know these things, and you can't deny these things, right? Like if I knew somebody fucking, you know, like if I'm filming in public and somebody throws something and it goes past my face, like what the fuck? I can't deny that he threw that. I know that happened. You know what I mean? So that was a concept that I kind of just, I don't know. It's just something that I was preempting before I was gonna do the video. Oh, that kind of looks kind of sexy right there, huh? It's like, alright. Alright, nigga. Alright, cool. Alright, nigga. Anyways, right? Or the Beastie Boys. You gotta fight for your right to party. Fucking heroin addicts. Sorry, give me a minute. Anyways, right? So the ideal, like I said, with your mind, right? I think it's pretty cool because if you think about it, right? Like, what were they doing centuries ago? You know what I mean? Before they pumped out all this shit, all this stuff that you think in your head, compared to what I'm really coming into, like coming into the truth more. Everything that pumps out of your head is 99% programmed onto you. Like all this other shit was some shit that I started to research into, stuff that I was growing into. A lot of this shit that I was looking into was not taught in school, was not taught in commercials, was not taught in society. All this shit that I'm looking at is actual real shit. And they're called evil nations, whether people understand that or they don't believe it or whatever like that. Like the government, the casinos, fucking anything of corporate brand that makes money off dead bodies, pills, anything off of poor people, people that are like slaves like us, we clock in, we clock out, right? Evil nations, right? They all have to, every evil person has to profess something to you before they actually are doing it, or they're in transition of doing it, or they already did it, right? Because to them, if they tell you they're not sinning, they're not doing anything wrong, and they carry on with their dirty ass work, they feel better, right? It's something, I think it has to do something with the body, the heart, and the soul, because it's ugly, right? That would be like me telling you, like, oh, well, you never know, man. She could be fucking around on you with some fucking fool, you know? And that's me, right? But that's just me saying that as an example. Like, okay, like for instance, there was a person that was trying to get on me, right? And something was going on here. and I was recognizing it because, like, it's a lot to go into, but I could see the actual entity that is in a particular thing, and I know it's not them, it's an entity that got into it. But I could see the entity that's reflecting, and I know where it's coming from that person that's trespassing with a spirit into that, right? Because they got to work together, so it becomes like an intertwined thing, right? So, like, let's say I'm meditating evil shit to somebody, and that entity's like, okay, I'm gonna go. Some of your spirit or some of your shit that you're meditating on goes with that thing. So you'll see the reflection there, right? So anyways, that individual ended up telling me, oh, doesn't that sound familiar? Right? So low key they were peeping to me like, oh, it's me, but I'm not gonna tell you it's me, right? I know that's a lot to take in, but I've felt that shit, I've read it, I can smell it, you know, sometimes I could feel it behind me, or I've seen it pass by. But they can't get in front of you, right? And I talked to a homie about that, and he's like, I told him, why are they always behind you? But I remember even in the movies, like the Jesus movie, where he's like, get behind me, Satan, right? Boom. He's always behind you. The enemy is always behind you, right? And I told my homies, why are they always fucking behind us and sneaking around and fucking hiding and trying to scare us and shit? I'm like, why don't they come right up to us and fucking get down, you know? He's all, because he's like, they're not worthy. They don't pertain no honor. They don't have any honor. You know what I mean? And that's real shit. Like, when you think about it, they're not worthy of the righteous. That's why they lie and cheat and steal and they do shit behind your back, and fundamentally they're right behind you. You know what I mean? Because it's like a soul trait thing or whatever. It's weird, but at the same time, you can't sit here and deny it. I know a lot of fucking people out there's felt shit, or if they've seen something, or they see something in their corner of their eye, or they'll hear something, you know what I mean? And then people were like, oh, you're bipolar, or oh, you're schizophrenic. No, motherfucker, it's a spirit. The doctor's not going to tell you that shit. Go to the church will tell you. Go to a particular church or a preacher and tell them, hey, does this make me schizophrenic or bipolar? If I know that there's a fucking evil spirit there, he's going to be like, no, you rebuke that and tell it to go away in the name of the Lord of Jesus Christ, right? They'll tell you that shit. A doctor's going to be like, well, you sound like you have a couple issues, but I've had other worse people in here. So I'm going to prescribe you some Xanax and some ecstasy, some boner pills for your husband, some death pills, some cramp pills, you know, some atrophy pills that will fuck with your vagina. They give you all this shit and you don't even fucking eat it, you know what I mean? If you want to get high, okay, I guess that's why you're going to the doctor, right? I mean, now it's all legally and legit. You get your fucking marijuana card, make it legal. Oh, I got cataracts. Oh, my joint hurts. Yeah, my fucking joint hurts too, motherfucker, but I ain't using no weed, you know? But anyways, that's just the factors of a lot of concepts. But back to the mind thing. See how I bring it forward and bring it back again? Back to the mind thing. So it's marvelous ideas never denied, right? So, like I said, me burying myself in the ground, me becoming younger and finding the youth of things and immortality and shit like that, I'm going to find it. And I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? It's just going to take me some time. It's only been, what, a week? Going on maybe? We're about to go on a second week, right? And I already kind of flattened out here. Like I said I was going to do. I'm at 118, you know. Arms are built. Getting my shit on, you know what I mean? I'll show another angle because I swear this fucking camera sucks. Because when I'm looking on over here, this shit is looking really, really defined, you know what I mean? But I'm at 118, I'm going to get back to like 117.2 by either tonight or tomorrow. Because I'm thinking of going down and hanging out and talking to a couple friends and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm going to try to keep this video short. I'm tired of trying to download it and it takes forever because I'm making these long runs. But one thing I was going to mention, though, is that the minerals in the ground, which is like the iron and certain stuff and the atrophies in the ground or whatever material, because I haven't tested everything yet, but whatever is in the earth that will charge my body and make me younger, I really believe that that's actually the main source. Because, like, okay, for long story short, everybody knows who Mayweather is, right? And if you ever watched his biography, he's like, yeah, because like his daughter and his son were right there, and the daughter was like, my dad looked like he in his 20s, nah. And he 50-something years old. And the son's like, he's young, but he didn't look that young, so he was a hater, right? But he fairly looked really hella good. And if you're watching it, he'll be like, oh, I do these regimens, like I eat really well, I run, I drink water, and then I do a lot of meditation. And he was doing a lot of meditation, right? So eating, breathing, drinking clean water, meditating, grounding, you know, like on the earth, taking your shoes off and putting your feet on the earth, or even hugging a tree, I heard. A lot of that plays into becoming younger, regenerating your body, recharging, right? Because you're declining or you're recharging or inclining, you know what I mean? Like something that's decreasing and dying versus something that's increasing. So it's energy based, right? When you put in fresh good stuff, you're recharged. You're woof, you know what I mean? Now, if you're eating bad shit and drinking bad shit, you're going to decline. Your body's going to automatically decline over time. Over an accumulation of time, is going to decline. You know what I mean? So, for me, those all play a big factor, right? Those people are still young looking and stuff like that. But what's the main source? I believe it's in the ground. I believe it's burying in the ground and... You know what I mean? Now think about it. How many people actually bury themselves in the ground? Instead of the people that are dead. You know, the funeral costs and shit like that. How many people actually bury themselves in the ground? You know what I mean? Or in the beach. Kids do it all the time. Put the sand over and they're like... And they lay there and they're probably semi-meditating, not even knowing it. They're like, ah! Right? Do it. See what happens. You know what I mean? Don't do it for just like a couple minutes. Do it for a fucking hour. Do it for 2 hours. Do it for 3 hours. See what really happens. I've laid there for 3 fucking hours meditating and it felt like it was half hour. I was like, holy fuck, 3 hours went by, 2 hours went by. Right? So there's probably something, like I said, time probably doesn't even really exist other than the increments that are playing out, like I said before. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'm going to cut that short. This fucking stupid thing, I don't even think it's even holding up correctly. But I'm going to give you a little preview if I can. Face it over here. Hopefully the lighting's pretty good. So like I said, yeah, that's not going to work. I'm telling you, this lighting sucks. But I want to get a good view. There we go. I want to get a good view for everything that I've, you know, that I've been working on. See, there you go. It's really defined now. It's really getting there. This here, I don't know why, but this is taking some time. I think it's just the lymphatic system, but see, you can see the lines here, like I said. And I'm already getting to open that up more. But I mean, it's fairly sleek, you know. I mean, like I said, the angles and stuff like that, it's not really going to show as well. There we go. See? It's mainly flat. It's just the camera view. You know what I mean? It's just the way it looks. But I do, you know, I've been working on my physique and all that. And I got the chest, you know, the chest is coming along. Maybe I just gotta go to the office and start pumping more. But I could do like finger push-ups. But like I said, I give it another week. I give it about another week, and I'll be pretty much defined pretty well. I might. Well, since today I did the 4-mile run, I'm gonna start adding in more runs, just to speed up the process. And then that way you'll see more definition. I mean, this looks good here. Like the way I place the camera, this is already kind of like, it's pretty sexy. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, it's only been a week. You know what I mean? Like I've actually did something really quick. You know what I mean? Give it another 4 or 5 or 6 days, and you know I'll be pretty much like, you know, like I said, I'm morphing the body to where I'm like really toned and fit here. I don't want to get too big in the arms. That's why I'm only curling so much here and there. I want to be like kind of like Bruce, either Brad Pitt from that movie called Snatch, where he was like a bare knuckle boxer, right? If you look at his body, it was so tight. And then like Bruce Lee, like his shit was just so slick tight, you know what I mean? That's what I really want. I want to get it sucked in, closed up, and super tight. And I'm gonna get there. I mean, I've been watching my progress just as well as you guys have, And like I said, I hope you enjoy the video. I'm going to cut it short. I got some stuff I need to do. I'm just going to continue my little workouts throughout the day. And then I'm going to post this up. And then I'll probably run another video by you guys by tonight. If I don't, maybe either something happened or whatever. But like I said, I'm just going to cut this one short. You guys have a good day. And like I said, I keep my word, keep my promise. You guys are watching my progress. I don't lie about anything. And you guys have a good day. And maybe I might see you down there. I'll probably see y'all down there. Peace out.